Speaking of old and busted,
No, don't say it like that. Come on.
E3 2022, digital and physical, canceled.
Dude, this sucks. Man, I loved seeing all the press conferences, how bad and good they are. There just was like, it was just like a weekend of just like highs, exhilarating highs and like plummeting lows, you know? It sucks. I always love the E3 time of year. So hopefully they'll just have individual, like Microsoft will have their own show and maybe, you know, Devolver Digital will have their shitty little show and whatever. But
Yeah, it still will go on. It just won't be all together.
but the thing is like, unless they're all together, like if Devolver Digital wasn't just the same day as Microsoft, I would never have watched the Devolver Digital press conference, you know?
Yeah.
So like, unless they're sort of like in their own like time together, like there's no reason for them to spend the money because they're not going to get the views on it. Like Devolver Digital is you know, if they had done that on their own time, that's a YouTube video that has 25,000 views or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But since it's during E3, it's like way more eyes on it, right?
Yeah.
So pretty sad. I always loved just the press conferences and just seeing like, how can Microsoft shoot them in the foot this year? Or like, what can go wrong? Or like, what stupid thing is that going to be at the Bethesda press conference, you know?
Yep.
What terrible game are they going to announce? Like Commander Keen reboot again? Like, yeah. Or like the classic one that really got me was the Ubisoft one last year, where I thought it was the Star Wars. They were going to show their Star Wars game, and it was the fucking Avatar game. Man, I was crushed about that.
Yep.
I mean, I know we did the Square show last year. What shows did we do the stream about? We did Square, and we did another one together. We did a couple. I don't remember them all. Square was the main one. I can't remember them all. I think we did the Ubisoft this year, and it was the year before that Ubisoft really screwed me over.
Yeah.
Are you gonna miss the E3?
No.
No.
No, I was into it when I was a console pleb.
Rude.
But now I just don't care about new stuff that's coming out.
What do you
I
mean?
don't get excited about anything.
What the fuck?
Except for the next article we're going to talk about.
This is next article's old and busted for sure. You don't get excited for anything new coming out?
No, I temper my expectations.
I mean, my expectations are tempered too, but it's just like, oh my god, holy shit! Look at this Star Wars game.
That does not sound like tempered expectations.
Well, I mean, it looks incredible, but I know it could be dog shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's just getting excited. Like, yes, Starfield. Yes, Fallout. Yes, Elder Scrolls. Let's go. I don't know. It's just like, would you be like, yes, Apex Slide?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
If I was more of a games journalist, if I had the time to like sit down and
What
review games like I used to do.
What does games journalism has to do anything about it?
Nothing really, but if that was my job, then I would do it. Like if I had the time to just sit down and review games like I was doing earlier, then yeah, I would get into it. But somebody make this my job.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. But like, you can't get excited about a game?
I can't really.
What is wrong with you? Here you're like, yes, Spider-Man is coming out. Yes.
Yeah.
But you're like,
No, even movies, I'm like, meh.
What the hell?
Except for Obi-Wan. I am so hyped for
Why?
Obi-Wan. Just because I love Star Wars.
God.
Especially this new Star Wars stuff is really good.
Did you play?
Plus, I'm also hyped for Ewan McGregor.
Did you play Last Jedi?
No.
What the fuck?
Doesn't have Ewan McGregor.
But it's like the best Star Wars game in the last 20 years.
Yeah, I'll get around to it.
Wasn't it?
It looks like
it's on Game
good.
Pass.
It looks like it's pretty good.
It's on Game Pass. I beat that game.
I beat
it up.
I gotta beat Cyberpunk before I start playing anything like that.
All right, that's fine.
Cyberpunk.
That's fine. If only you would have waited for Cyberpunk till after Guardians of the Galaxy was done. But you didn't.
I mean, We can't play that on the Game Club.
That's too open world.
It's too open world. I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna fight these guys.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go over here. Oh, look at all
Fair
these
enough.
studded dildos. Oh.
Fair enough.
It's sidetrack simulator. Just like,
Yeah, that's true.
Just like, Bethesda games and stuff like that. There's so
Exactly.
many side quests. There's so many things to see. So many things to do that we could not. We would have to like just stick to the main storyline, play that through, and then.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I would take time off work to watch the E3 press conferences. Like I took time off work to go see the Xbox One be announced, and the total shit show that was. So I'm sad about it. I was looking forward to live streaming the digital press conferences and reacting and being disappointed again. I mean, I'm sure they'll still do it. I'm sure Microsoft is going to have their show. They have to. Like
they will.
They've got.
There's no way
they got to show off Bethesda. They got to show off Activision. They got to do it all. Like they're going to have their own. I mean, Sony's been doing it all this time. Nintendo, they have their own, like Sony's the state of play whenever they want.
Yeah.
Nintendo has their, what are they called? Nintendo, I don't even know what they're called. Treehouse Direct or something like that. So
it's all
Microsoft
still going to be
that.
out there. It's just going to be decentralized. Like,
yeah, but it's
everyone's
just like
gonna
for
do
3
their own
days,
thing.
it's just like, yes, let's go.
See, if I went to E3 live,
Yeah,
then I could get into it. That would be so fun.
So, you know what? It was funny. Speaking of like live show, Obsidian is having a live show at PAX next month or something like that, where they're going to announce about all their whole new shit. And after they announced it on stream, one of our stream friends, The Tank, was like, hey, you guys going to come down for PAX? And I was just like, oh, you know what? We're kind of like eventually going to do a road trip down to Seattle. Like maybe this is the time to do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll talk to Mikey T and see what he's thinking about it. And then I was like, wait a minute, this is PAX East. Never mind.
PAX West, let's go.
Yeah. So
PAX East, not.
Yeah, exactly.
not so
Because the
much.
Tank is planning to go there for
Yeah.
it. So I was just like, oh yeah, that sounds good. And I was like, oh wait, never mind. Not going to PAX East. So anyways, I'll pour one out for E3. Maybe they'll be back in 2023.
Yeah.
I mean, they've sort of reinvented themselves a few times. So we'll see.
Yep.